What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that's kind of been going on in my own trading journey, and I kind of just wanted to make a full-blown video about it. I want to share you guys my thoughts on day trading and swing trading. If you are an active trader, whether you trade Forex, stocks, futures, whatever you trade, there is something that a lot of times we don't think about when we first get started trading or we try and come up with a strategy. And that is actually our personal lifestyle. Now, whether you are working a full-time job or you are doing trading for a living, which unfortunately is probably not a lot of people, but for those of you guys who are trading for most of your living or a part of your living, whatever your situation is, what you'll know is that everybody has a different situation that they are actually in for their trading schedule. Now, recently I was talking to Will, my editor here, about this concept for a little bit, about this concept of day trading versus swing trading and which one I prefer. And if you were to ask me if I had to choose one, whether it was choosing day trading or choosing swing trading, I would definitely choose, personally, swing trading. And I know that now more so than ever, especially recently, we've been incredibly busy putting together content, doing stuff behind the scenes, and I was kind of getting honest with myself, and I wanted to make a video about it. Basically, how I am going to be focusing a lot more on swing trading now than just day trading. Now, here's the thing. I say that cautiously because I'll still be taking intraday trades, and especially possibly on some of my private accounts, I'll be taking some trades. But for now, my favorite approach has been swing trading. It's been kind of my bread and butter approach to trading and investing for some time now, and I really want to kind of just hone in on that. Now, when I say that, what I mean by that is day trading and swing trading are very different animals. When you are day trading, you sit down at the computer, you find a setup that you like, you take it, you're in, you're going on it, and you are likely out of that trade by the end of the day. Never holding positions, usually not overnight, usually definitely not over the weekend. But swing trading is a little bit different. It's much, much slower. You're looking at things like the 4-hour, the 1-day, and the 1-week chart to try and find positions that you might hold for 1 day, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, right? And so there's a very big difference in the intensity or the frequency, which is really the word that we're looking for here, the frequency between being a day trader and being a swing trader. For me, I actually find that I'm a lot more accurate. I find that I'm a lot more comfortable, and it fits my schedule a lot better to be a swing trader, trading those 4-hour moves, the 1-day moves. As I've mentioned here on the channel before, my favorite chart to actually look at is in fact the daily chart, because I love getting the picture of what happened in the whole day's market move. If we have something where the market spikes up in the beginning of the day, but by the end of the day we've actually traded lower, that's an incredibly bearish signal, and it's actually really powerful because it's an entire full day of movement. So some of the actual trade alerts and setups that I find when I do swing trading are usually, for me, a little bit more accurate. Now, I don't want to say this lightly because I know there's a lot of you guys who are day traders and that's the way you trade and that's the way you want to trade, and full respect to the day traders out there. I'm not saying that that's not something that can be done. I'm just saying that for me, swing trading is definitely my comfort zone. It's where I am most comfortable and where I'm happiest with my positions. I was talking earlier about, with Will, we were talking about the fact that as a day trader, you've got to sit down and you've got to be focused on the chart and kind of watching the chart. For the most part, if you are going to keep up with your positions. Now, of course, you can take an entry and exit, whatever it is, and just put your stops and targets on there. Don't get me wrong, but if you're someone who's trailing your stops, or you are following structure, or you are not necessarily just using a static take profit and stop loss, right? If you are trailing stops, you have to kind of keep an eye on the actual chart, especially in one of my day trading strategies where I basically trail stops based on structure. That's something that I still plan to do occasionally if I see a setup that I really like. I just want to really focus more on what my true specialty is, I feel, in trading, which is definitely swing trading. And I think that is something that is very important for all traders to kind of get real with themselves about. When it comes to, at the end of the day, this is about making money, and it's not all about money. It is a passion for me, and it is a passion for for hopefully many traders who are watching the content now. But what's mostly important really is to do something that works for you and to consistently do it, consistently do the same sort of approach, and that's really where you're going to find your edge long term in trading. Trading is a very, very monotonous and boring thing when you actually get decent at it. It's kind of a weird concept, but when you are bored, when you are not loving looking at the charts all day, to me that's a sign that you're actually in the right direction, because trading is not meant to be like going to the casinos and having a lot of fun, right? Trading is actually meant, to me, I dropped my pen. It's actually meant just to be a way to actually just treat it like a business, make money at this. And if you're gonna make money at this, it is kind of work. And if it's gonna be work, it's not always gonna be fun. And so when it comes to my personal approach, again, like I said, my favorite approach is swing trading. I like to look at those longer term charts. I like to be in and out of the market, not necessarily in just a few hours. Thank you, Will. I got my pen back, so we're all good. My approach is not to be out of the markets in a few hours, but rather to catch some of the bigger moves that are out there. For example, last week I caught a move on dollar Canadian, and I think it was like 100 pips, and it took me about 20 minutes to do my chart markups, to do my analysis, and I checked on the trade for maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes per day until the trade closed out. To me, that is my comfort zone. I don't want to be sitting there taking 5-10 trades a day and trading the market all day long. To me, I find that I am most comfortable looking at the charts less, doing my analysis, sticking to it, and letting trades run. I think that I actually get myself into more trouble if I just sit there and look at the charts all day, because we do this thing as humans almost, where we kind of we want that action now. We want the excitement, right? And I think that boredom, instead of letting it be a bad thing, I actually try and embrace the boredom. I mentioned to Will, I've got a trade actually pulled up right here on the pound dollar that's just gone nowhere. It's been just back and forth, and it's been incredibly slow. But this is part of my trading strategy. Part of the concept here is that it's not always going to be fun. Sometimes it's just okay to let a trade play out. And I think that sometimes for me when I day trade, I want that action so that I can move on with my day. And I think that the very same concept of the cool thing of day trading, where you can get in, get out, and be done for the day, is actually a curse in the same way, because a lot of times you want to get in, see the action, and get out, whereas the markets don't care what you want. Sometimes you get in, the markets chill out for the next 2 days, and then you still have to deal with the trade. What do you do from there? So for me, I'm not saying that day trading is not something that I will ever do, or not something that I think is bad. I'm just telling you guys that swing trading for me is more comfortable. It's what I am personally happier doing, and what I think I will be focusing a lot more heavy on in the coming months, days, years, whatever. This can certainly change, and there's still concepts on these short-term charts that I personally like. For example, if there's some big breakout strategy setups, I may still actually take some of those trades on the short-term charts. I just want to focus and be completely prioritizing what I am best at, and I think that every trader should be doing that. If you find that you don't trade US 30 very well, but you really, really love the way AUD USD moves, why would you spend all your time trading US 30 when you could go trade AUD USD, right? For me, why would I spend all my time day trading when I find I'm more successful, less stressed, more comfortable swing trading the market? So hopefully this is a lesson for you guys. This is not a strategy. This is not a how to make a bunch of money. This is not even, a risk management lesson. This is purely just me sharing a moment in my trading journey, and hopefully some of you guys can relate and see the way I've been thinking, because I've been thinking about this the last couple hours, just been thinking about this concept of isolating what you are best at and doing more of that. Don't do a million things. You don't have to. When it comes to trading, you can do a few select things and do them very, very well. And that be your entire edge by itself. You don't need to do everything. A lot of traders get caught up. They want to trade news. They want to trade trends. They want to trade reversals. They want to do it all. They want to trade the short-term charts, the highly volatile charts, the low vol. They want to do it all, right? And I think that isolating and being honest with yourself and saying, hey, this is where I perform the best. Let me just focus most on that. You can still dabble and explore and test other areas, but stick to what you know best, what you do best, and just continue to hit that strength over and over again. And I think that that's where a lot of traders are going to really make the difference in their own trading. So hopefully this lesson was helpful to you. If you want to call it a lesson, it's just a little bit of a kind of a vlog update in my own trading journey. And I'd love to hear from some of you guys what you think down below. Are you more of a swing trader? Are you more of a day trader? Let us know. I'd love to see what you guys say. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to leave the video a like down below, and we'll see you back in the next video.